Hello and welcome to another Disney World video. So this is actually going to be two different days put together. The first day is when we went and did our Skyliner crawl, and the second day is a day at Epcot, and we end that at the Space 220 Lounge for some drinks. For our Skyliner crawl, we did kind of like a modified crawl where we did a hybrid like food and drink instead of just getting drinks like we did on our monorail crawl. So we got the Skyliner from Pop and headed over to Caribbean Beach Resort first. We've actually stayed here a couple times in the past, but they've done a lot of work to it since then, and it looks really nice. Like, it's really a beautiful resort. The only downside of it is there is so much walking to get from like some of the buildings to like the main food area. Just keep that in mind if you're going to stay here, because that's one of the big things that we noticed even just being here for the short period of time we were. So at Caribbean Beach, we went to the pool bar, which is called Banana Cabana. It's a really nice like open air bar, very laid back atmosphere. I got the Caribbean Smuggler, which was a classic like rum-based tropical drink, perfect for being at Caribbean Beach. This is where we kind of strayed from the Skyliner portion of the Skyliner crawl because, like I said, it's a long walk different places in the resort. So to get from Banana Cabana back to the Skyliner station to go to Riviera, it was going to be a very long walk. So instead, we decided to walk to Riviera because you can literally see it from Banana Cabana. It's very close, and that kind of gave us a chance to see more of the resort as we walked over there. The Riviera is absolutely beautiful. We've never seen it before because it was either being built or not even started last time we were there. I would love to be able to stay here sometime. It is just such a convenient location with the Skyliner, and it's so pretty. I just really liked spending some time here. You've probably seen these mosaics before, the Peter Pan and Tangled ones, but they are so much more impressive in person. Like, they are so humongous. They just don't look this big in pictures, and they're really, really pretty. So we went to Bar Riva for our drinks, and it's a very small area, and it was kind of hot in there because they only have like fans and there weren't many of them, so it was very hot at first, but the drinks were yummy. I got the Golden Haze margarita, which was just a good classic margarita. We did spend some time just looking around the Riviera because, like I said, it's so pretty. And then from there, we headed over to the Skyliner station. And on our way, we did see a Disney bunny, which made me super happy. And we took the Skyliner over to International Gateway at Epcot. From there, we took the friendship boats over to the Yacht and Beach Club, because our next stop was Beaches and Cream. So we had a reservation for dinner here because I had heard so much about the grilled cheese and tomato soup they have here, which is one of my favorite meals, so I knew I had to try it. It was really delicious. I would definitely come back and have it again. Plus, I just really like the atmosphere in Beaches and Cream. It's like an old school diner. It's very cute, all pastels. And unfortunately, we were too full to have ice cream this day, so we'll definitely have to come back to get a sundae or something. Probably not the kitchen sink because I don't think we could handle that, but some of their other sundaes looked really good. Next, we walked over to Boardwalk, which is one of my favorite resorts. It's just so nice to spend some time here, especially in the evenings, and so that's exactly what we did. From there, we walked back over to International Gateway and took the Skyliner back to Pop. I had a lot of fun doing the Skyliner crawl. I think I preferred the monorail crawl, but I think doing this is a great way to see some of the resorts that you otherwise wouldn't spend time at. The next day, we headed to Epcot, and our first stop was Frozen Ever After in the Norway Pavilion. Now, I love this ride. I know a lot of people were upset when Maelstrom went away and Frozen took over, but I was all for it. I think this is such a cute ride. You can't deny that Frozen is a great movie. The music is wonderful, and I just love how glittery and sparkly it all is. Since we were there for the early morning resort guest time, nothing had a very long wait, so when we got off Frozen, we headed over to Test Track. Of course, we had to build another super cool car.
Monitoring road surface.
When we got off Test Track, we headed over to Soarin', which again did not have a long wait at all, which is fantastic. It was great that we were able to knock out so many of like the top rides at Epcot early in the morning by taking advantage of those early morning hours. Then we decided to spend some time looking around at the pavilions. We were kind of just killing time until our Guardians of the Galaxy boarding group was called, because I had made that for us at 7 a.m. again this morning. We decided to head over to the Mexico Pavilion to do the Three Caballeros ride. I've only done this like once or twice before, and I think it's a really cute, very colorful ride. And I know everyone says this, but I totally agree. It would be so much better if it were a Coco themed ride, and I would love to see that happen. When we were on the ride, our boarding group did get called, so we headed over to Guardians.
Welcome, Terrans, to the Wonders of Xandar.
We ended up getting Everybody Wants to Rule the World as our song, which I was not impressed with. I know some people really like this song for Guardians. I think it's way too slow. It just like brings the ride down. It's not the same vibe as having like September or Conga or something like that. So yeah, I wasn't really impressed that we got that for our song. But I also want to be able to ride it with all the songs, so you know, I have to do it at some point. After Guardians, we headed back over to Pop for a little bit of relaxation, and then Mom and I headed back to Epcot around 6 p.m. for our reservation at Space 220. I was super excited to experience this restaurant. I had seen so many videos about it, and I just think it is super cool how you get like the boarding pass as if you're like actually going on this flight up to space. And the elevator ride is really cool. It actually seems like you are, you know, traveling a long distance and going to space.
Oh, I see Florida.
If you look above, you'll see Centauri Space Station coming into view. Once we dock, gather your belongings and exit through the open airlock. A Space 220 agent will be waiting for you.
Take it off.
I also think the reveal of like all of the windows when you step into the restaurant is so impressive. So we had made a reservation for the lounge instead of doing the actual restaurant. We basically just wanted to get a drink and be able to experience the atmosphere. Nothing on the menu really like was calling our name. I got the margarita, and it was really good because it had like a watermelon lime flavor and had a salted lime rim, which was so yummy. And the top of it was like sparkly, so it was really cute. I would definitely go back to Space 220 to have another drink sometime. After our drinks, we got some of the Flower and Garden menu items. We got the avocado toast and the Impossible short rib, and they were both really delicious. I just love the Flower and Garden Festival. I think the menus are so nice and like fresh, and it's my favorite time to go to Epcot. Plus, we'd been doing the garden graze throughout our whole trip, so we had gotten all of our stamps and we went and got the completer item. And it was a lime Dole Whip in a souvenir cup. I'm not the biggest Dole Whip fan, but the lime was so good and refreshing, just very light. So I'm really glad that we were able to get that, and we ate it while watching the lights on Spaceship Earth, which was so pretty. From there, we got a spot to watch Epcot Forever, I think it's called. It's like the fireworks show that replaced Harmonious before they put the actual show there. I did not love it. There were not a lot of fireworks. I didn't care for the music because I had never been to Epcot in the 80s, so it meant nothing to me. Yeah, it was not my favorite fireworks show. I'm glad that we took the time to see it, but I'm really looking forward to see what they actually bring to Epcot, because I probably wouldn't watch it again. After the fireworks, we were right by the Skyliner station, so we went there to go back to Pop. This is actually the last Disney video from our trip. The last few days that we were there, I didn't take my camera with me, so I could just take it all in without filming anything. But I did film a haul video, and that will be going up next. So make sure you're subscribed to see that, and I'll see you then. Bye!